goes. I don't think
he's playing well.
Crazy out of the box. Like, obviously
Cooling was nice. This guy's the main guy though. Navi on defense, Giants on attack, and Navi. Okay, we're here again. Pretty much the first map. Sorry, the third map against Fnatic BBL. The comp that can force into sites against the Viper comp. Still, Navi go for the. Okay, sure. They go for the defensive wall. They go for the guard wall. They go for the guard wall with the area at the back. It blocks less over towards middle, but it does mean that you can hide from the recon. Dude, Angel has a lot to do over towards A.
Cage triggered. Quite managed to claim that accolade, but there's always another map. How's he alive? He somehow avoided.
If I can do to play like Alexic, maybe at Prime. That is true. Let me wait for the halftime.
He was one of the players that still looked like he was up there. And now, well, retake should be almost impossible. Like, you don't have any
in the guard,
to get back in with. Don't have paranoia. Everything's already been utilized, so finding anything here will be off the back of more so mistakes from GX.
Boat Dog, thank you so much. Speaking of primes, I appreciate you doing that, mate. Thank you for the 11 months.
Grabinho already will kick things off on the cross, and these remaining two, they should just get shut down.
Very, very nice on this one.
A pistol victory for the side of GX, and
and
at that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they must be favorites for this map.
Pistol itself and the advantage that we drum on about it bringing, but best foot forward. If NAVI were to come in and start stringing together rounds, it's deja vu. You're already looking at map one all over again.
Job, guys.
Yeah, I will do like
they started to make the scoreline closer. Sure, it was 13-5, but
let's see if I remember.
That second half, we got to
surely.
We got to see the first time.
Beagle Branson as well. Thank you so much for the 7 months, mate. I appreciate that also.
Maybe if they started on the second half, it would have been.
For Navi, 5-person. Push over towards A, smoke towards long C. Create a bit of pressure, and the recon to push them off the angle so they can start pushing up. It's pretty good. They got some guns down. Do they decide to hit over towards the site, or do they decide to hold the guns? They decide to hit over towards the other site. So, pretty nice at the moment from Navi on this one. Cloud sticks in spawn, kind of locks them in a little bit.
The time is going to start ticking against them, and Cloud being left behind could be a gift or a curse. If he manages to find kills,
Heretics, nothing. Heretics are great at.
Horrific, because the other two players only have pistols. Navi, though, are wrapped all the way back around, maybe expecting a more aggressive plant towards their own spawn.
Dude, the two ghosts. We'll say though, heavy armor might help them.
This is going to be difficult for them to get back in.
It's going to be difficult, but Xiao has smoke. Okay, well.
With Xiao down, it's a bit more haste towards the site. The reveal comes in, and it's Angel down. Cam working wonders, and Ruxic left alone.
Very, very nice in the end from Giants. Oh, well.
Damage, but won't get it done, and that is the weapons given back to GX in the end. So altogether, you know, that could have been an awful round for GX. Instead, they've stabilized nicely.
Yeah, and very important that they did. I think going into this next round, if they're going to have an opportunity to really do some damage, they're going to need to have those weapons onto the board. I will say though as well, like going into the last map,
come on.
I think you have to sit there as GX and go, okay, we must have had an expectation of defeat where it's a ground that
the attack defense dynamic shift when swapping an ISO for a Neon.
Quite
a lot. The Neon's better at AD defaults, like on defense. You can stun over towards here. Your hits are a little bit better with the Neon as well on attack in terms of just straight up sight hits. You can kind of enable your Omen to take a lot more space. Right? A lot of the times Genji's just going to be doing wall into double TP. But you lose like the, you got to be a lot more on top of what you're doing with your drone. Because with the ISO you can kind of force into areas, especially like over towards garage, you can pop the shield to send it in. But not as much with this comp.
Whether this is a full C long play, but he gets back. Not into the corner though. Sticks around for the info. It ends up costing him his life. Nice angle taken by Hero, but only good for the one. Lexic there to trade him out at least, and a 3v3 ensues with
Big
rifles in their hands and 40 seconds. No real fallback for
Alex
GX.
is kind of ready for it. Just a HP diff on that.
One more with West Side down.
Ruxic needs to be careful. Okay,
a big round
they
from
keep it really
Alexic
clean in
here.
the end.
The fact
I
that he was able to
it could get a
sort
lot
of
worse
get
than
as
that.
much done as he did while rotating back in towards the C site. There are a few moments there where I think like the drone didn't clear Hero. That's why he was able to get into that corner with
How
relative
confident
ease.
am I in the Navi ascent? I actually think Giants have a pretty good ascent, to be honest. I'm not super confident. I feel like that feels pretty even.
That's solid work. 3 players standing. I don't think either side will be too unhappy with that result. And now for GX,
Ascent's been one of the maps where Giants look pretty comfy.
This is where it really matters. Buy in, but just look at the early potential aggression out of the side of Na'Vi. They are pressuring early into mid.
That's going to be a lot of control for this squad to have early. A lot of info to bounce off of. They're here in steps, even as they just inch a little bit back on short. Don't have that info to work
Just
with.
a straight up retake on this one. They're pushing behind. Got Trip here again. They won't see the numbers. I will say Shao does have double TP if they wanted to.
But they're already too deep. They've taken site control, but with Angel going down,
insanely rough.
a key piece of map control.
Yeah, there's
taken
literally
out of the
no
hands
pressure.
of Navi.
Yeah, normally
On
the
site.
goal from your scan
Cloud
is
hits
to try
so
and maybe
many.
put a dart in that will get you a pick, and then you play the retake with an advantage. Instead, they've lost that early fight and now had to try and take it with a disadvantage. Oh, that disadvantage
look at this
doesn't
guy.
last for long. Hero with a quick double. There was a 1-2
Lets his
punch
team 3-person
on
go
short,
heavy
but
over
he managed
towards
to
long,
win
and
it.
he just
Alexic
waits
got
for the
very
short
far into
reaction.
the site, and the fight
There
back
wasn't
is
much
not
of a
going well
reaction,
for
so he
GX.
decides to
They
swing
started
out.
that
He
round
caught
strong.
one
They get
out of
into the
position, and
post
then
flank,
just
but
wins
that
the
flank,
second.
More importantly, Hero has
That was
done
very
impressive
nice.
work.
He was insanely
Well, he got the foothold,
patient on this one,
exactly.
Hero. It was a nice way of handling the 4-person flank. 3, wait for the 1. One's just waiting for the reaction. We'll late go up short. Everyone's making soundbite him.
Once Angel goes down, that's where a lot
That
of the
first duel was
concerns
impressive.
start to fade away. Exactly as you said, Tom. It's that reveal, the timing of it. It can push players back to short, back to long, and that's where the rest of Navi are waiting. And they lose all of that in an instant, yet still fight their way back. You think about
Force
the
him
map
down
we
to
just
an
saw,
eco.
GX slow to start, and now
The great
that
round from
early
Hero.
lead they built up here, already up for grabs. Their body is miserable.
They're going to pick up the
coming
pace.
into this.
You can already see straight down.
Terminal
Short.
over towards heaven. I'm
Goes
looking
out,
at
Angel already under
Alex
pressure.
on long,
TP
and
to
he's
the
in
back of the
trouble.
site as well. They are really looking to try and just do this as quickly as possible. Great start from Ara as well. That'll be the ultimate online. And well, after losing their initial
it's gonna have to
foothold,
weigh out the
again,
soul.
it has to just be a fallback and try and play the retake.
No pressure behind this time. Trip's still up. They can fully focus on the two
Trap's
chokes.
still up with West Side alive.
No
is
Omen
key.
flash?
It's
I
allowing
don't know
all
how they win
5 of
this.
these players to be focused forward.
I
Even
don't
then,
really know how
Cloud
they
is
win
checking
this.
behind
Smoke
just in
and
case.
TP into the smoke.
Shao always shrouded, step
Yeah,
across,
if no one gets
make
in
a
the
cheeky
smoke,
play,
they might
but no,
win.
This will be a one-pronged attack. Back into the site for Navi, and in the smokes, a pre-fire comes out. That's devastating. They knew that they were gearing up on the other side, and GX strike early.
Pretty nice from Shao.
Ooh,
hit the third as well.
Like
an aimbot.
And there it is, the Sheriff coming out. 2 quick headshots. The low HP finished off with a body. 3-2, the lead's not going anywhere.
I really like the pace change. They were struggling with these sort of slower rounds, even if they were getting their entries in. So with the low buy, they go diving into the site. They have the TP out of Grabinho to sort of take away some of that heaven control. And it just leaves the aggressive players fighting long with nowhere really left to stand. Big round from Ara. There's someone who's definitely been a little bit flaky with some of his
I got
matches,
no
up
idea
and
what the
down in
Navi
terms
money's
of
like.
his individual ability.
How many did they keep it like? Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
I forgot, man. We're in EMEA. They actually give us everything.
Within this, a player we look to see online because we know on the other side of the stage, without a
Dude, I
doubt,
just complimented you.
a man like Alexic's going to be putting up numbers. And we've talked about him quite a bit, but looking at his actual stats, and here's really what I wanted to highlight.
Okay.
Look up the top. Defense, first kills to first deaths, 32-10. To put that into perspective, last week he was 12-3 along in a series, right? When it came to the defensive side, opening duels, he was winning so many of them and taking so many. On the attack, 0-6, right?
Can't
He's
stop
diving in
cursing, dude.
first, he's
Even
getting space for the squad a lot of the time.
even
You expect
production.
this man to show up, and this is the half
No saving production as well.
And this is the gun. Like that, the operator coming into his hands as well is a perfect time for him to look for those opening picks. It's always difficult on Haven because you have that gamble, 3 sites, a lot of pressure that can be taken. And I like GX's idea. You know your opponents are looking to make changes. You've just had a pacey A hit.
Okay, it's a really big round. I mean, look at the money. Forced into it so much. Giants might have a couple that maybe have to drop if they lose this. We'll see. I say a couple, it's one. Wall goes over the top, TP in front as well. Plant goes down, gets out of there as well. It's only the Omen. They don't use the wall towards middle, so it's pretty much the Omen they got to watch out for. Gotta tap this early, try to get breach all out of them. There's a lot going on this one. Tap early, wait for the breach all. No breach all on this.
There'll be flashes, there'll be big swings with lots of numbers behind them, and a narrow
tap again. There goes the breach ult. Flickless still has his breach damage, but I don't think he can do it from here. Okay, it goes over towards Garage. Next tap, breach damage coming in. There's the next tap, it goes breach damage. They know where he is though. Big flash to swing this. It's a great flash.
And that battle is exactly what NAVI are looking for. It's more than half. And the ult rings out, but no!
It's no time, right?
Not landed. It's gonna come desperately
Damn, it's really well handled from Giants. Really well handled.
GX, more specifically Flickless,
I think they had to Alex had to hit that shot, right?
This round just comes down to how quick they were
He might have crouched there.
A lot of their utility in this round was not good. Like you even see a swing a moment ago where I think it was Ara. He was blind. He was blinded by a teammate's paranoia. There was another swing
just to the
side
side
where he's blinded by a teammate's flash. But it worked for them. They still managed to get that over the line just based off a bit of individual brilliance and the amount of time that it took for them to get back into the site.
What an important round that was. Force them down to the eco. A lot of ults for NAVI, but no guns.
Along the way. But the calls to where they're going initially have been very good.
It was a nice
attempt. A lovely round. It was really nice, dude. Even NAVI did a lot of like good stuff. I probably would have to watch again to double check exactly where Shao smokes went.
So much went right for them, but it's that up shot missed by Alexa.
Giants for sure. Flickless played really well.
145.
Yeah, hit a long range shot with the Sheriff. One's low.
What they have to work with. So many weak weapons. A man without a kill on the board so far. Leading for most of the previous game, but on Sova, Angels had a tough time. Well, now this is really going to test his iron.
Shot, man. Absolute shot.
It's not a bad first kill to have. He's got to be careful, though, because they have already taken...
Oh, it's great. It's really good. Recon goes out. That's hitting all 3, right? 2. He's got his shocks as well. There's his shock. Got 1. Angel. He's done so much. 12 HP, 63 HP. One of them was in the Viper wall though, so 51.
Gonna try and get aggressive. Hero is just waiting. So is Ruxic as well.
Yeah, they know they're going to go aggro. They're up against the Killjoy ult. Great shot. Do you Killjoy ult here? I think you do, no matter what. You got Molly's, you got Alarm Bot. It's a lovely swing from Ara.
A solid recovery
lovely swing.
Very nice try from Angel.
And again, we highlighted him coming into that round, or rather coming out of the previous. Ara, such a big player here, even in how smart he is at the end, isolating those fights. Angel goes into this round 0 and 5, comes out 3 and 6. It's a nice little correction for him, I'll say that. Certainly answering when he's called upon. But that there, not fully extending into a crossfire, taking the first fight.
Angel Knight hit some good shots. He really did. Felt like they could have won that.
5-2.
Hero maybe.
Util
could have been def, but I never really want to focus on 1v2s or 1v1s.
The operator is really what I was thinking. Would they have enough to pull it out? They've made sure they do.
It's a gun that, in a lot of cases, with the way that GX are playing, it's not going to have that much value. It's only if they play the slower style that it really feels like he's going to be able to get into the match with the operator. We've noted that they've had very fast takes. GX
it's same Viper ult as we saw last.
Ultimately, what the goal is
last game from Fnatic.
Is to try and force them to go in another direction. You're going to make them move towards the other side. The problem is they're going into B instead.
Yeah, that might be part of the plan, though. Angel's got his Hunter's Fury. I think he's going to pop it.
Oh, this was nice.
There it is, but it's all a bait.
Force them away
it's
here.
All a ruse. They went in,
It's a lot of damage on that.
Reaction. That site given up too easily, considering a round was lost and it not being
but the molly did stop them from getting the plant. The re-hits after going through garage make it look like they pivot towards C, but then just re-hit B. It's a shame they lost one.
Garage, nothing to be found, but in goes the spike.
Still though, they take B.
And they've got this embed for the late round.
We'll up the shower again. Let's keep an eye on his smokes this time. We kind of lacked on that a little bit. Oh, they used the C9 wall. It's going to be a lot easier for them to retake over towards here. Shao stays alive as well. Wall to make sure they can flood in, then smoke on Spike.
Patient stuff from Alexic. Hasn't had to move too much in this round, and this time there is no clutch to be had. Navi, it really did feel
that
like
round
this
is a
round,
lot harder if Shao dies in that 1v1.
Like you had that initial Viper's Peak, you had the Hunter's Fury, and it's like, okay, well the reaction is likely they're going to go towards Alexic, and he hits his shots.
I think those two fights are a little bit of a mistake, or just undervaluing the position that Westside was in. Because once you lose those, Westside's screwed. They have more than enough bodies to throw at this, you know, effectively 3v2 with a human drone sat there watching for garage, a spot that they lost not long ago, that there were players there. Of course they're going to keep an eye on it. If you keep those players alive and the focus is on retaking B, that opens a window for Westside.
Damn, big round.
Like he was a little bit left out to dry.
Giants lose this, they have to eco, and then it gets pretty close.
Navi find their round. Can they string
Recon towards long has Sova ult if you want to hit sight. Yeah, it might just be straight send. Sova ult, they dodge. Neon sends it in.
This is an important round for either side. Navi aren't exactly cash rich at this point. Probably still scrape a
lot of people spamming there to just make sure they didn't get shot through the smoke, so they get a good idea in terms of numbers over towards long. Yeah, that's what we said. Hit over towards site, but dude, there's 4 people here.
However, goes down, and so does the rest of this defense. Angel, the last man standing,
he's got to kill another.
To try and hold on. He's doing a decent job.
Oh, he almost did it. He did so much damage to everyone on site.
With a couple of low players to find, waiting on the edge of the smoke, the sun will force him back. Now they can hold the angle, they can have the advantage versus him. Waiting on the swing,
very nice.
Even needed. Ara is just hitting
some close duels over towards here. Dude, they lost 4 though. I think these two had to get further on site. I get that they're trying to dodge the Sova ult, but
we didn't see his true potential on map number 1, but here, this is a very different flavor. The attack side where you'll see a lot of the time, and we have seen Ara throw himself in first. He's the space maker.
He's getting so much. And then ran out of bullets.
And it's his wall being put up in these positions where he can take space but not actually be forced into that initial fight. So when the flashes pop and everyone comes running through the barricades,
no armor.
He's already behind.
I mean, if Giants win this, they run away with it.
Now you're going to have to find a solution to that one way or another.
That classic turret.
Needs to be given as well to the likes
we'll
of
say
with where those paranoias
Genji normally have a couple of layers behind this one
that amount of disparity
of making sure that you can't insta-C default, like,
it makes it so
because they go for the Genji here,
but
I will say that Genji will normally pop their smoke at the beginning just in case you are doing this default, so you don't actually see the turret. So Giants get a big win on this.
Cloud has actually taken a fairly nasty chunk of damage. But ultimately, a whole lot of support. Very aggressive positioning taken. Over on the other side of the map, that operator glass cannon has been brought into effect. But is patient once again for the side of GX.
Cut sound like they're going back over towards A or mid. Insta hit. Does Hero hold strong? Yes, he does. Bro, my guy killed 3 back us out. Spectre.
Up against the full buy. That's not a fight I'd favor you in, even for the first. And the first was at least caught off guard. I don't know what he did to find those other 2, but
good gun.
Oh, let's not go that far. But good player. That is for certain. There's no way this round is won by Westside. He just wants to find some space, save that weapon.
A strong round, man. How on earth has he killed 3 here?
Towards that spawn, but Alexic waiting gets 4 on the board for NAVI. Pretty
That's
clean
the question.
Give me the. Okay, so he's here, he's stunned. They know he's in this corner, and somehow he's just jiggle peeking with that Spectre. This makes no sense what he's able to achieve, but that's why
that little tuck in into insta re-swing is so nice.
A huge fan. Insane, bro. See? See? Are you going to disagree with
They
Rooksik?
ran through a poison orb, brother. They ran through
And
a
whose
poison
poison orb was it?
I reckon a harbor wall could have killed them, and it doesn't even do damage. That was...
Hey, it just depends. Do you agree with Rooksik or do you agree with Mitchman? I know who I agree with. The best guy in EMEA,
metric, but
and potentially the worst. A man who's definitely got maybe his work cut out. Obviously still in the lead, but starting to let something slip.
yeah. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I remember a fan interaction you had recently. How did they say?
Force him down to an eco, but we got Neonaut. He buys heavy armor this one. Default swing over towards C. They got a similar turret, but they move it slightly to the side, just so that you have to commit a little more to see it.
Full buy for one team. Not so full on
They
the
do
other
actually
side.
pop the smoke this time. Yeah, I know there's an Omen smoke on top of this as well, but they pop their own smoke to dodge it as well.
And Alexic,
That's rough, mate. That's really rough.
I'm gonna hold
He's gonna see a gun barrel pretty soon.
with an op.
He's very close for that scope showing. there
He's
it is! Oh, he just walked out!
Against
okay,
an eco?
That is an overstep if ever I've
Oh
seen one.
boy,
And then Angels
falls
lost the
apart.
battle on the other side of the map. This is after a GX pause, but I don't think GX have really had to do anything. I don't know if Happy just said troll, but that seems what has happened in this round. And we
That's
now
a
see
really
it
rough
in
round,
a 2
man.
versus 5, when Navi came in with a massive advantage. And GX have, well, they've been gifted that one with a nice little bow.
Yeah, let's not add that one into the defensive first kills to first death statistic. That one,
It was a first death.
it was, that's what I'm saying. Let's leave that out of the calculation. That's rough. I try as I might, Tom. You know, sometimes I just want to be aggressive. But I don't see a way to interpret the ideas from
Yeah, I
Navi in
don't
that round in
really-
a kind light. Maybe I'll
Don't really
leave that
like what
to Mini.
went on, but
Yeah,
here we
he
are.
needs to put
positives
he
out.
needs the devil horns back on for that one.
I think Navi put them on for that one. I mean, that was just a devilish play to go pushing against the knee.
Oh, okay. Dear Lord. It's a pace save card thrifty, and we're going to move
gonna take a
swiftly
Joe here.
on from this one. Rooksik will be allowed to hold on to his gun after he almost whiffed the please don't slow-mo. Yep,
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
he knew he was there.
Oh, he saw the barrel.
Yep,
oh,
yeah.
I see.
And then he saw the rest of him as well.
Quite a short gun, so you don't normally see that happen. But and yeah, I would be pretty frustrated there as well. The op ended up coming back to bite them with this kill for West Side. Opens up the
thank
C
God we
side.
didn't
Music
have
by
to-
Awake,
we didn't
thank
have
you
to
so
spray
much,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate the
Honestly,
prime.
Tom, it's because it
Thank you
happened
for
so
doing that,
late.
bro.
Andy was working hard to get us that slow-mo, but they couldn't
Yeah.
get it in on time. And knowing Andy, just like Mel
Same
showed us
thing.
the other week, it's probably
C
going to be in the
default
next
breaks the
rounds
turret.
anyway.
Too slow with
Halftime.
the smoke being
Can't do it,
popped.
halftime.
True, yeah, he wouldn't open the next map. For the next
7
half of that.
to 4. Still a chance for a relatively close half. You almost feel like GX might feel a little bit hard done by if this doesn't end up 8-4. It's definitely
Yeah,
been
Giants are kind
stronger
of comfy
half
at the
from them.
moment. Obviously, that last round was
know
pretty
that
much
Navi
gifted to them, but the other rounds have been still
They
good.
show their strength over on that attack side. For the majority of maps, obviously we haven't got much data. We haven't got any from stage 2 at least. Zhao might go unchecked. He has.
He definitely
The
has.
great-
Alright,
it's a
plenty
great
of
span
time to
back,
cast
though.
an eye, but I'm not sure it would have made much of a difference. The trade there anyways. GX, that's a trade out of space. It's big rotations coming in from Navi as well as they...
Meanwhile, the battle over towards A was
left.
going on. We've incited one
Love
towards
this.
middle.
This is all
Can
a
take a
fake
time
from
and can hear the
GX, and it is
rotates.
working
Ball
wonders.
goes in,
There are
no
3
one.
players now, not
Pushes
on the
past
verge
the
of
wall.
A side,
But
not
West side
outside it.
takes
They
the
have
space,
fully
calls them
crossed
back
the
over
border.
towards
They're in
B.
there. This map is wide open now for the taking.
Careful.
Nice
Lexix
shot.
caught one though.
Nice
And
shot.
another goes to Hero.
Yeah,
Now
and they still have the
this
Viper to
has
block
gone
vision
from a
here, so
very good
kind of just got to
position
fight on
with
sight
all
and hope for the
control in
best.
the world to a battle they're not likely to win. Cloud alone. Everyone running it down towards him, and now
Five's okay.
Yeah,
5 is
ultimately,
okay.
Not a great half from Navi.
It could've been-
overall,
yeah,
what
it
we
could've been a
saw
lot
from them. They
better,
come out
for
with
sure.
5 rounds, and I don't think they'll be too unhappy with that. For GX, obviously, this is their map choice, and going into the defensive side, we'll have to see if they're able to keep this series going, or if Navi are going to win this one 2-0.
One enemy remaining.
Need that now. Guys, this is the first time we've seen Navi on this map. I can't fully remember it. I will say what's kind of impressive is they have like a lot of the... They got... I mean, we saw all 3 walls that we spoke about earlier. Right, we saw the Genji, we saw the Guard, we saw the C9. I think that understanding of the Genji walls is a little bit off, personally, in terms of the smoke and how they hold the turret. But they still had some nice stuff. They're just missing that little thing where Genji will pop their own smoke sometimes at the beginning, just if a C default happens to cover their turret. And then they'll wait a little bit, and then the turret can just hold there afterwards. Mocha_Valo, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, thank you. Twitch Prime thing? Oh, dude, I forgot it. Reckon we have time? Surely we have time. Who can we use real fast?
It's crazy.
TMV. Let's use TMV.
2-0 the series, but
Chat, if you're watching, you can go out of full screen. Wait,
Why don't we get Mini up here?
how can his qualities... Oh, okay. If you're watching over towards here, you go out of full screen, you click over towards resub sub, you go to the bottom, you can see if you got a free prime sub. Or support the channel. Doesn't have to do anything. Move? What did I do? I was too busy. Wait. Let's watch it back. Oh, you replayed that? You want me to do that in a slow-mo? Bro, you're calling him out. That's crazy, baby, from you. You want me to rewind for a whiffed shot? That's wild. If anything, we dodged it. X-Damrat, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Considering how a lot of these rounds went, it
I appreciate the support. Thank you.
But NAVI have managed to sort of scrape the rounds
VIP
together.
Andy? Dude, he just slow-mo replay the guy almost whiffing. And you guys want VIP for that? Oi, that's nice. If he slow-mos that, I'll give him a VIP.
Waiting patiently on the lurk, and well, they've already got a disadvantage in this second pistol.
I don't think he's going to slow-mo, by the way. Scoff 6 with the prime. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Been so good thus far on this map. Cloud's found one. This is winnable. Ara needs to hold his ground. They're all pushing him down. And Ara's the wrong man to take a
Oh my goodness, dude. That looked nice. And it was looking a little rough with the double kill here, but
considering the start, they were very quick to get back into that C site. It was looking...
Damrat, again, thank you so much for doing that, bro. Thank you, thank you.
Thankfully, they got the trade, but this man, Ara, has been having an incredible performance.
Oh, he's going to slow-mo it. Chat, no slow-mo, no VIP.
Really
put it out there.
Change the landscape of this
Just saying. Capalot, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 4 months. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the prime.
And then you look at the scoreline.
I appreciate the support.
Give it to Ara, to my boy.
Yeah, boy, let's go. He is the difference maker here. And they're going to give it to Ara, not just the respect that he deserves, but the diffuse
Here we go.
So 3 away from his ulti, early doors.
2 people that can get 1 shot. We got the attack outlaw.
And already getting aggressive, but the outlaw in play. It's not the only one. Still one-on-one chicken. It's now on the floor. Ara
Lovely
has
shot.
shut down that
Lovely
attempt.
shot. Palmania, thank you so much for the prime usage as well. Appreciate the 4 months. And Stark Support as well. Thank you for doing the 3 months, mate. Same thing. Thank you.
A sniper can be retrieved. That's sort of the danger of it. You have that one player that's going to have to take a hit going into the next round.
Yeah, they spent quite a lot on that.
Do with it, especially
They
with
really
the player or
did.
2 on the other side having light shields. It's an opportunity.
Feeling like we're going to Ascent.
GX will be very happy with how this round has gone, and it will make it weaker for their opponents in the next.
Nice shot, Ara!
22 to 8. Got his ult for the next round.
Himself a 4K, and any doubt about this round should be put to bed now. Hero needs 5 from this
Hit him
point.
some shots.
I don't think it's going to quite be the ace for Ara. I think he's going to be denied as Grabinho's got the perfect position, a 50-50 of if Hero even checks the correct angle. Oh, faded him out, but...
Hey, very nice.
Grabinho
2
has
armory
more
buys,
chances.
that's
An
it.
in-zone
They got Neon
flawless
Ult for the
now for
backup,
GX.
but it's the Outlaw as well.
9 to
It's really
5 on
nice.
the board. That lead
Olim Palmer,
looking
thank you
pretty
so much as well.
Yeah,
Thank you for the 4
8
months.
kills in 2
Appreciate the prime
rounds for
usage.
Ara. Well, just had a perfect read in every single decision he made in this round.
Nice try for your first days, Bratan. Nice try.
but already having his ultimate
22 to 8.
could be a deal breaker.
Ruxic, after getting the outlaw, has to take the hit.
It's definitely not going to be the best
But obviously, he's kind of the VIP, so he should be like one of the last people to take the jewels in this comp anyway.
He's been the best player for NAVI in the second map.
Early spam over towards Garage. Recon goes towards Long, gets shot as well. Recon over towards Garage doesn't get shot. You get full info on that over towards Garage.
This is going to be somewhere they need him to deliver because GX on the cusp of pushing us to map 3, bringing us the distance. Very different look to this squad on what we saw just one map previous, and that look is almost entirely down to Ara. He's won them the first 2 rounds.
He should be baiting. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
At least with his back-to-back 4Ks. As Cloud said, still no ace for him. VCT, but he keeps playing like this, and this could be the series he gets it in.
There's definitely a gap. With the weaker weaponry, it's no surprise that GX are looking to try and take a little bit of a gamble.
Oh, push all the way through.
Found. It's a lot of
Wait, there's a lovely little reset twice.
Even the trade onto Cloud as well.
Damn, dude, we haven't really seen that much.
Over on that A side of the map. Now, both players left are sat without.
They can have a hamster.
It may not be a round that they could necessarily win, but it's definitely one where they can make it costly.
Oh, we're joined by the hamster. Hopefully, like a Z.
Oh, okay, maybe they can win now.
Thought would swing that fight, but now it's looking very dangerous. Ara's got one from top, ult pop, but Ruxic's there to greet him. Smoke.
Hopefully, I could see him. I looked at the 2v4, thinking surely it's so fine. Hamster, yes, the other hamster. Tiny.
Much more deadly than I expected.
What's his rank?
What I was gonna say is I hope the NAVI have
Great question, dude. Great question. Not sure.
I think there's gonna be so many teams looking.
Where's Weber and Nil? Oh, dude, yeah, we actually got to clip that for them.
Yeah, just fights that really felt sort of unnecessary and players being caught off guard in a pretty hefty advantage. It's made that round a lot more costly than would have been liked. And NAVI, well, they're going to invest
big
back
buy
into
round.
this one. Not play it as any form of like additional bonus.
Molly's going out straight up sight here. Camera sees them early.
Now, and they're going directly into this C site.
Omen flash is pretty good. Wall at the back. Omen. Wait, this was cool though. They did wall at the back. Omen TP onto plat, and then he got all the way to the back of site so early. That was really nice. Did he double TP this? Was it solo TP? He might have double TP'd it.
The drone here, that's 2 players spotted. So much information to play with for that attacking side.
I like the sight hit.
Wonder now, is it worth going for? Any chance to catch someone off guard seems to be gone. There's no reason for anybody to really be peeking into Garage, so Angel is obviously peeking into Garage. They have retreated. And from Navi's position here, with the last round being fairly costly, I don't know if they'll hunt too much for this weaponry. Wanting to make sure that their own economy stays strong.
How's Fnatic looking?
Ruxic already feeling out the majority of the map. There is not
same thing, really.
a gap to be
Just
found. A
map
quick
pool.
one from NAVI, and that was something that we gave credit for on the other half as well. When GX were picking up the pace, more direct, it was quite hard for their opponents to react. And for NAVI, that's exactly what they've done in this
Kill the
round.
map on this. Dude, this was really nice.
Reveal pops. Get the information on one.
He's here so early. Late
Ruxic
recon as well, just scanned everyone. I like that.
Maybe if you could see Westside grab one through the smoke when their own reveal pop, but that's about it. GX didn't have a leg to stand on once push came to shove. NAVI looked to replicate that success with a very direct hit on this A side, and as we can see in the setup, that's the right call. There's only one player here, and it's going to be a much more passive start for Cloud as well. The reveal is sent out. Yeah, I was thinking he steps back behind the wall, so he won't be caught by the drone. A drone of his own gets him the info, but where do you
Just straight up, are we just straight up sight hitting every single
Keeping
time?
a leg on short
I mean, it can work.
isolated.
It can work. They got no Viper mollies, so it doesn't really stop anyone from flooding into the site. Most people commit mollies over towards spawn. I will say right now, I kind of need Flickless to get on the site. He did pretty good. So this is interesting. Flickless went inside of the smoke and just spammed flashes the whole time.
Na'Vi don't have
I think he just used every single bit of
util. The only thing that's
util.
held is the turret. So it's going to take them a while to clear everything if they are to go back.
And that turret doesn't even clear
Yeah,
like
it's
a
not too
full
bad.
long peak. The player
I would have to watch it again, see where
They're
Alex
clearing
proper
spawn
path
right now.
to.
These boxes, exactly. It's just not getting you enough information.
I will say as well, they
in that
don't
late
really,
stage.
but
And
like
here it's just
he
a
can't
pacing
do that
issue
if
for
you
NAVI.
actually use the
They
right
had one
util
player
here.
on the A side. Oh no, Ruxick, he's
Oh
looking the
boy,
wrong
oh
way,
boy.
but he still gets one. Does
Still got
well
good
to do
info
that
though. They
as
can
well.
speed up over towards
Go
A.
back to A though. It seems like the initial ground that Na'Vi wanted will be given to them, but with a 4 versus 3 retake, it's definitely not going to be easy. Full defensive positioning already here. May even try for some spam. You can see it's an alternate position and the jump through from Ara.
Oh my goodness, Ara's looking great. Yeah, just a small thing for Na'Vi though. I think it's probably a different round if they actually copy the Gen G stuff.
Well, for GX this round,
Killjoy Molly, Viper Molly in this area, no one floods in, this guy can't sit in the smoke, spam the util, has to get over towards site or have to get out of there, he would just die. Yeah, like this guy here. The Molly doesn't even go far enough on this.
Perfect flash.
By this point, nobody can do anything. Alexic was fast enough to get ahead of the paranoia, but unfortunately no one else was. And then the pop flash from Breach caught him, and that's it.
Good job,
Down
guys.
and
Active
out of
boys
the round.
together. We killed the lurker.
Yeah, they kill the lurker of Ruxick. They dive out of heaven at the perfect timing.
Yeah,
It really has been
I don't know what the timeout's going to be talking about here. Maybe the fact that they actually need to do like maybe more of a default instead of just hitting over towards sites. But if they do hit over towards sites, they gotta have better util than this. At the very least, I gotta see a Viper Molly.
Even a little bit lower on the KDA.
You gotta have a Viper Molly here.
Has those sort of like flair, like those blasts of just amazingness.
It's not even that time, to be honest. Like I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but
anytime anyone plays this comp, you're just like they're not doing stuff that Gen G does. It's crazy how much people miss. Gen G really have this comp down though. They've been playing it for like.
But that's it. When we see him at his peak, like here.
Honestly, they've been playing it for like 2 years solid.
After being desolated on Bond.
Munchkin's been running it for a long time. They've really got it down.
This is the Ara that we're.
But I do think teams miss a lot, man, when copying.
Stats may look middling. They may look
That'll probably not happen when there's actual replays, but because when there's actual replays, you can just tell your Viper to just watch the Viper every single time. So then he'll start doing the smoke, doing the molly. Then he can probably see the other stuff as well. But until replays aren't out, people will keep getting that stuff wrong, I imagine.
But they've definitely been throwing in a lot of that supportive utility. For Na'Vi, they've taken themselves a pause, trying to switch things up. Alexic again running into the blender, and they have sent through the Hunter's Fury.
My goodness, Paul, I can't believe Alexic's getting kills. He's done so much. Someone swung with him. Worked out pretty well.
He was just a little too late.
Worked out pretty well in the end. Dude, Alex did so good. He got hit by a trip, started getting spammed. Dodged a stun, started getting Sova ulted by his teammate.
It's a tough one.
There's a lot going on. Managed to get the kill close, stun, spawn, and then was hoping that his teammate was going to swing off him as well.
Get something on the back of it, but time is ticking. Those players can be embedded deep on long. They've spammed down Ara. So yeah, now probably we're at the save portion of the round, and that's exactly what Cloud's going to attempt. He's got players hot in his heels, but I think he'll at least be able to make it into like a heaven if he goes out long and can't be caught.
Just the Viper smoke.
I was looking at
sitting at the
there
top
as well for Ara, and the only thing that pulls him down is actually the Neon. And I think back to his debuts here.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Found, and he's definitely found his stride now. Cloud, there's
the
challenge.
The jump was so early.
Very nicely done. Just took it.
Nice shots from Cloud, but.
Okay. Yeah, he's made that one a little bit more costly, but ultimately Na'Vi have broken back. This back and forth definitely isn't doing
come on now.
GX any favors. And holding on to that gunner, I think, may actually end up being relatively important. As they did have one of their players a little bit lower on the credits.
Dude, Sova ult with Neon is so strong.
We saw a beautiful poison orb lineup. Thank you, Jack. Catching that in third person. Always appreciate you. And Ara,
The recovery was good.
He might have been shut down in the previous.
Yeah, did they tunnel vision?
Shot him through the smoke.
I think Grabinho might have a couple here.
At least here on Haven, he's drawing the eyes as Grabinho sneaks up behind for the triple. This round already put to bed.
It's such a solid
It
bait.
is again Ara that's the focal point. Gets aggressive, finds one, falls back, and Grubby.
Solid bait, and they won the first
the
duel.
world's his oyster from that spot.
Leaves Hero in the spawn. It's back and forth, looking like it will continue unless he can find a 1 versus 5.
Let me go close this blind.
At this stage,
I'm
he's
about
not
to get
really
blinded.
going for it. He's maybe hoping that the opponents will peek into him, but again, the economy of GX is not exactly thriving. They're not going to want to give too much away, and in fact, they give nothing away. It is an in-zone flawless that gives them their 11th, starts to bring them further towards that map number 3 of Ascent.
Again, opening fight, wonderful. But it's from there, it's the fallback, it's the distraction that leaves Angel and Ruxic out of the round.
Nice, boys. Nice fight, Groovy. Insane call, Breton. I like it. Good.
Grabinho's call, there we go. Getting the credit at the end, and you can see
What's the money?
He's not looking like his namesake.
It also felt like Xiao was just ahead of everyone else. Like the drone was being used as he's
This is
taken
it,
a full
man.
fight.
This is the last round for them, really. Last go at it. And they go for a straight up set strat. Oh, it's a nice ult. Dude, everyone's dodging the ult. They haven't heard him sending it. My goodness, that was lovely. Bro, it looked like Navi didn't even know what hit them here.
To close this one out in style.
Yeah, I mean, that Hunter's Fury finding 2 is honestly in most rounds, that's already enough for that to be a successful.
This was a nice, it's a lovely round, to be honest. Sets over ult strat.
By the time that Hunter's Fury is being popped,
Recon over towards A, scans all A, got a Neon trying to capitalize off of it as well. Dude,
it is a ranked play.
Dude, Ruxic was hiding behind his own wall and let him go all the way out. That's really rough. I don't know if I missed some kind of util here, but that can't be happening.
With utmost confidence, a couple of Spectres. Clearly, they've seen Ruxic use it and decided
you can't be doing that.
Steal the idea. It will be the youngsters with the rifles.
I guess he was hiding from a recon and didn't want to swing out, but no way, he got the first one accidentally through the cage.
It is only trades. That's not bad from Navi. An upgrade onto the weaponry.
The 4-man bait, yeah.
Well, on his last legs.
The Viper's very important, and the Viper can bait in this comp, but there's a limit, man. You got to at least defend your whole team. Okay, solid. It's a solid haven from them. It's a good performance.
13-8 in favor of GX. They really struggled to get it.